Chosen one, have you ever wondered why certain stories shake your spirit? Why a scene in a film makes you feel like it was secretly written about your own life? That's not coincidence. That's recognition. Deep down, you already know the truth. You are not an ordinary spectator. You are the hidden hero behind the screen. And tonight, we're pulling back the veil. Before we begin, I want you to type 77 in the comments if you feel this message is already stirring something inside you. And if you want this voice to keep reaching you with truth that sets you free, hit subscribe, press like, and consider a super thanks to plant back into the message. Because this isn't just another video, it's your mirror. When Hollywood flashes its brightest lights, when the biggest screens project the loudest stories, the world gasps in awe at fictional heroes. But heaven has been watching you all along. Heaven whispers your name before the opening credits. Heaven places weight on your shoulders greater than any costume, greater than any script. You are the proof that courage exists beyond fiction. This introduction is not entertainment, it's a wake-up call. So lean in, listen closely. The hero you've been waiting to see has always been you. Think about this. Why does every generation create heroes? Why do people line up at midnight showings, wearing symbols of capes and masks? It's not because they need another movie. It's because their souls are searching for something real. Every time a crowd cheers for Spider-Man swinging through the city or Captain America standing unshaken in battle, it is not just applause for a character. It is a silent cry for the truth already walking among them. And that truth is you. You feel that stirring when the orchestra swells, when the screen shows triumph against impossible odds. You don't cry at those scenes because of acting, you cry because your spirit remembers. Your soul recognizes its own reflection. The reason fiction resonates is because it is echoing a prophecy heaven already declared over you. Fiction is the shadow, you are the substance. Marvel's pages flip, and panels glow with painted courage. But your life is etched in eternity with battles more real, more dangerous, and more victorious. When they write of sacrifice, you remember your scars. When they write of resilience, you remember your nights of silent tears. When they write of triumph, you recall the days when everyone counted you out and you still rose. And here's the secret that terrifies darkness. People are already starting to see it. They don't understand why, but your presence feels cinematic. Your walk has rhythm, your eyes carry fire, your stance speaks louder than words. That's why people pause when you enter. That's why conversations shift when you speak. Because you don't have to play a role, you already embody the reality. So let me ask you, if every movie is only an echo, how much greater is the original sound? You are the sound, you are the evidence, and you are living in the very saga that inspired the fiction. Stay with me, because what comes next will show you the signs written on your very body, the proof you were never ordinary. Chosen one, you may not realize it, but your very body is already testifying. Look in the mirror closely. The glow on your skin is not the result of cosmetics or chance. It is the evidence of restoration. Stress tried to dull you, but peace has begun to soften your features. Fatigue tried to weigh you down, but vitality is breaking through. What others see as ordinary complexion is actually the holy signature of purpose shining through flesh. Then come your eyes. Have you noticed how they hold light differently now? They do not simply reflect lamps or sunlight. They radiate something from within. When someone meets your gaze, they pause. They feel safe, they feel seen, they feel courage awakening. Why? Because heaven placed a flame there. Not a destructive flame, but a refining fire that awakens strength in others just by looking at them. Your stance tells the same story. Once you carried yourself with hesitation, shoulders slumped under shame, head lowered under fear. But now your spine rises, your shoulders square, your steps steady. This is not arrogance. This is authority. Authority etched by destiny, carried in posture, undeniable in presence. Even your walk has changed. It carries rhythm, ease, momentum. Each step is evidence that heaven has aligned your body with your calling. and it goes deeper. Inside your very cells, renewal is stirring. Where heaviness once drained you, resilience is now flowing. Where tension once lived, ease is being born. Your biology itself is cooperating with your destiny. That's why people whisper about your glow. That's why they feel different when you enter the room. They are not imagining it. They are witnessing heaven's imprint on human form. Marvel creates costumes to make heroes shine. Heaven creates transformation that makes its chosen ones undeniable. You don't need masks or armor. Your very body has become the billboard of your calling. So hear me now, you are not imagining it, you are embodying it. The signs are written across your skin, your stance, your gaze, your very breath, and the world cannot look away. Heroes in movies save cities, but chosen ones of heaven transform nations. Heroes in films rescue characters, but chosen ones heal souls. That is the difference. That is why your calling is far higher than any script Hollywood could write. Think about it. A fictional hero stands on screen to applause, but when the credits roll, the story fades. Your life, however, is not bound by credits. It echoes into eternity. Every word you speak, every act of courage, every moment you refuse to bow to fear becomes a ripple that shifts generations. Marvel gives us characters who wield shields and swing hammers. Heaven gave you something greater, its own spirit. That is why rooms change when you arrive. That is why atmospheres bend when you speak. You are not carrying props, you are carrying presence, and presence is stronger than any weapon forged in fiction. The mission before you is not symbolic, it is real. Families will find healing because you walk in alignment. Communities will rise because your courage refuses to shrink. Nations will be impacted because one chosen one dared to answer the call. When you enter a room, darkness begins to tremble, not because of a costume, but because heaven's authority moves through you. Chosen one, the world does not need another actor pretending to be a hero. The world is desperate for real heroes who live as evidence. That is why you cannot afford to remain silent, hidden, or hesitant. Your mission is now. Lives depend on your obedience. Futures hinge on your courage. Atmospheres await your presence. So I ask you, will you answer? Will you declare boldly that you refuse to live small? Will you rise as more than a spectator? If you are ready, this is the moment. Subscribe, share this message, and declare in the comments, I am chosen. Because the truth is this, the world has enough fiction. What it needs now is you, the real hero, the living proof, the chosen one. Chosen one, listen carefully. Stories may inspire, movies may entertain, but your life is the proof the world has been waiting for. You are not fiction, you are fulfillment. You are the evidence that heaven's promises breathe through ordinary skin, transforming it into extraordinary presence. Think about it. When people look at you now, they don't just see a face. They feel something they can't explain, a presence that lingers, a light that refuses to be hidden. That's not coincidence. That's prophecy fulfilled. You have become the sermon that words alone could never preach. Your scars testify louder than scripts. Your survival preaches louder than applause. Your resilience proves what no fiction could capture, that truth always outlasts the noise. This is your moment to step boldly. The spotlight does not belong to characters on a screen. It belongs to you because heaven already cast you. The applause of crowds may fade, but the impact of your calling will echo in eternity. Nations will remember, families will be healed, atmospheres will shift, and generations will rise because you stood, because you believed, because you answered. Chosen one. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for a sign. The signs are already written across your body, your stance, your very breath. You are the chosen proof that real heroes walk among us, carrying fire that no studio can replicate and courage that no camera can contain. So here is my challenge to you. If this message has spoken to your spirit, let heaven and earth know it. Type 77 in the comments as your declaration. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to be reminded of their destiny, And consider pressing super thanks to plant into this word and seal your agreement. Every act of faith is a step into alignment, and heaven always responds when faith moves into action. Chosen one, the world doesn't just need another movie. The world needs your life, your voice, your presence. You are not waiting to become. You already are. You are the living proof. Now stand tall, breathe deep, and walk into the stage heaven has prepared. Your saga has begun.